All right. Good evening, everyone. So it is December 23rd, which means we are in the home stretch of Christmas, Hanukkah, holiday seasons. I hope that everybody is having a very festive and low-key holiday season and really just taking the time to enjoy it. In the interest of, I know every last one of y'all probably are going crazy getting those last minute touches on. I want to thank you for your time to check out Kalaia and see what we're all about and kind of discover all the things that make this company awesome. I had somebody ask on a phone call yesterday or 2 days ago, why should I join Kalaia? And there are so many reasons I can name off, but I definitely think this call kind of just gives that overview and you can kind of really kind of see why I chose to not join Kalaia, but really stay with it. You'll hear a little bit of my story. With that said, my name is, before we even do that, let's talk about the fact that if you are hopping on here, I dropped a link in the chat, which if you are on a phone, you can get to the chat by tapping your screen and hitting more. If you are joining from a computer, you can hit more and chat at the top of your screen. And if you are joining us from a phone call, just reach out to the person that invited you and tell them to give you this link. Fill that out, and we will draw a winner in 24 hours for free products. So the more people show up, the more free product we give away. So definitely invite your friends. With that said, talking, and I probably should start with this before I just start. This is like a ghost of a person talking. My name is Whitney Andrus. I am a director here with Kalaia. I joined Kalaia in March 2018, I think. I'm going to go with that. Sounds good. I joined in their first 30 days as a company. I had no idea what I was doing that. I joined because of what the products did for my skin. I have stayed for all the reasons that I am about to talk about in this presentation. With that said, I want to tell you a little bit about Kalaia's story. Kalaia was founded by Gaia Samarasinga. She has over a decade experience in the direct sales industry. She is a mom to precious little Maya and a wife to Prasad. They are just the best. And I say this and I draw a lot of attention to the family because Kalaia is definitely a family company, with keeping in mind the families and how important it is for us as women to kind of, when you empower women, when you empower females, you really empower villages and communities, and that's what this company was founded on. Gaia is from Sri Lanka. She was born to a really strong female entrepreneur who, back in the day, decided that she wanted to break out and start a business of her own. She was denied for a $100 loan, but nevertheless, she persisted and started her own company. And I find that really intriguing. She was so successful, she sent both of her children to school in the United States, and one of them was Gaia and started Kalaia. And you can really feel that history and that story in everything that Kalaia stands for and is a part of. With that said, there are 3 pillars to Kalaia, 3 things that really kind of make Kalaia what it is today: the product, the business opportunity, and Kalaia Cares. You should feel kind of that family vibe and how important kind of our story is through all of these pillars, but you will definitely feel it in the Kalaia Care section. So we're going to start by talking about our products. So our products have really been changing lives. I always think of what I want to say when I show people the products, but I feel like I can't say it any better than our founder. So I'm literally just going to read you the words that she says. I wanted to create a simple, efficacious skincare line that is made with unique natural ingredients from around the world. These ingredients that have been used for generations help improve the overall health and wellness of the skin, so we can prevent damage and enhance the natural beauty and age beautifully. Like I said, I wish I could say it better. I wish that I could offer you some sort of insight to I can share my personal story with it, but I think that really talks about the products. One of the things that makes Kalaia unique, and I get this question all the time, is why Kalaia? What makes us special? And the way I say it is we treat the skin as a whole instead of symptomatically. So that means that you're not going with dry skin to get 3 different products, and then you come to the makeup counter later on and you have some redness and they're like, oh, you need this. And next thing you know, you have that product. If you're anything like me, at some point you had this product graveyard under because you got overwhelmed with what you had to use. Kalaia is a simple skincare regimen that treats the skin as a whole instead of symptomatically. We are effective, clean, and simple. I love the ingredient decks on here. And I wish, I'll tell this story real quick. When I first joined Kalaia, as I said, I originally joined Kalaia for the products. You're going to hear why I stayed through this presentation. I sent a really sassy email about products because I am a bit of an ingredient detective to not even the founder. I sent it just to what I thought was the customer service email. And next thing you know, I get this email back from the founder and it's like, hey, do you have time to hop on the phone? When I tell you that it like put me in my place, that's not the first time in this company I've been put in my place. And I will challenge when I feel strongly about something. But it was so great to hear the passion in really selecting every single ingredient, why it's there, what it means, to make sure that there is a simple, clean, and effective skincare line for every one of our clients and partners. So let's talk about a couple of Kalaia's promises. There is no animal testing, no synthetic fragrance, which makes my heart happy because a lot of times you'll see fragrance, perfume, anything. That is a way that a company can get away with not disclosing ingredients under proprietary blends. And there has been found to be parabens, phthalates, and sulfates, and many of those things across companies. So with Kalaia, we'll talk about the fragrance in a minute. You're not going to find any synthetic fragrance. Every ingredient that we put in our products, you're going to be able to find on your packaging. There's no added color, which means that rich pink color that you see swiped across the bottom of our Fresh Canvas Exfoliator comes from that hibiscus and rose. So you're not going to get anything crazy. No parabens, no phthalates, no sulfates, which is really amazing because those have been shown to be endocrine disruptors. So as I said, I was going to talk about the fragrance. Everything that you smell in a Kalaia product, and if you've ever picked up the Fresh Canvas or our cleansing bar, you will smell it. Rich gingers in the cleansing bar, papaya, those serve a purpose. In our Fresh Canvas Exfoliator, you're going to smell the rose and the hibiscus. Great for inflammation, antiseptic, all of it, that brightening and tightening of the skin, which brings me to our Bright and Blur Complex, which is made of gotu kola and turmeric. Gotu kola is similar. It looks a lot like dollar weed. It is not. It is actually very tasty. I decided to grow some and I use it now in my salads and my cooking. It is really rich in antioxidants and really kind of helps brighten and tighten the skin. And then we have our turmeric, which turmeric has been shown to have multiple benefits, but the curcumin that you find in turmeric can decrease the size of pores. It really can kind of help with symptoms like acne. It has been shown to help support collagen and rebuild that. So let's talk about the results. So we talked about kind of some ingredients, what makes us special, but let's talk about effective. And I really say the proof is in the pudding, you know? So you can see, I always tell people we have a 30-day money back guarantee, but you give me 30 days and you're going to be like, okay, I'm going to, this is going great. I'm going to give it another 30. You give me 60 days, you give me 90 days. You will be like, where has this been all my life? I am never using anything else. So you can see here, we have one of our clients struggling with acne. This is 60 days in the middle and then 1 year. We have a teenager, 90-day before and after using our set. This is one of my favorite. This is one of my clients. You can see the dark circles, the kind of puffiness and stuff. A lot of our skin problems, more than 80% of our skin problems, are caused by inflammation. And once you get rid of that inflammation using things like turmeric, rose, all of those really kind of reduce inflammation. You will solve a lot of your skin issues. The dark spots, you can see the lightening. This is 49 days. One of my favorite things to tell my clients is that you should really kind of go down your neck and kind of the top part of your chest, especially with our mask, because you don't want a young, beautiful, aging, graceful face and then have your like, oh, my neck and my chest are still aging. So this is always a fun one and only supports my argument that I give my clients all the time. 42 days before and after, you can see a reduction in the redness, the inflammation, kind of the flakiness there to the right side of the nose. It's really nice. If this is one of the clients, 30 days before and after, really sensitive skin, struggled with everything, wanted natural ingredients for a variety of reasons, but you can see a reduction in the redness, the inflammation and stuff. And I can personally speak for this when saying the results are still there. So that's one of the things I get asked all the time is my skin going to get used to it and it stop working? It hasn't for me. In fact, I found that my skin is just better than ever. I'm still using it. I have not been able, we did a huge, I'm from the New Orleans area. We did a huge kind of Christmas weekend. If you've never done Christmas in New Orleans, it's a sight to behold. And I forgot all my makeup. And so I just went and got eye makeup and rolled out. We did a tea, we did, the Ritz, all this stuff. And so I never thought twice about it. And I struggled with cystic acne. So that is speaking volumes. You can see here, I love this picture because she has on makeup. And, we always want that flawless kind of airbrush look with makeup. You cannot obtain that with makeup if you don't have the canvas to put it on. So you want I always say you can't have it's a 10 kind of makeup going if you're just kind of your skincare is a 2. So if you want that kind of level 10 makeup, you got to have the skincare that's important. So this is 6 months before and after. And then we have here, we have a 1 year before and after. You can see kind of the acne and stuff and clearing up there. So that's really it's just special to see. And as I mentioned before, Kalaia has a 30-day money-back guarantee. So you really kind of don't have the risk there. I tell people all the time, I will check up on you, any of my clients and my partners, I will check up on you the first day you start using it, a week later, 2 weeks later, and within 30 days, because I don't want you breaking my legs on the street if we see each other. I will personally facilitate the return. Any kind of reasons that I've had people return, and I've had one, has been because she forgot that she didn't read the ingredients and there was rose and she was allergic to rose. Funny thing is, she's still my customer for the things that don't have rose in it. So it's really, they stand behind it, they stand behind their products, and it's really special. So we talked about the products and how it changes lives. Now we're going to talk about the business opportunity and how it's changing lives. So I talked about how I joined this business for the products, which is why I love that we start with the products in these calls. But now I really want to talk about why I've stayed with this business. So the opportunity is, there's no prerequisite. So I always use it. And Rebecca, who's one of my fellow leaders, is going to laugh. I always tell people, I don't care if you've been to jail or if you've come from jail or if you've come to Yale, I care about where you're going. And it is so true. There is no other industry like direct sales where you can have zero experience and be hired like this. You are able to jump in, get all the training and development you need, which is so true. And that's not listed as a bullet point here, but we have world-renowned trainers and training programs being offered to us right now. So there's never been a better time. You're not kind of thrown out there. There are systems in place for you to succeed and to kind of break that glass ceiling. The business kit is affordable. So it's $199. And why I think this is really important is in my other life. So I tell people I have Kalaia, which is my career, and then I have my job. And I work with small businesses all the time doing their marketing and PR. And one of those things includes supporting them in their website. Hosting fees for a year for an individual website are over $200. So right there, being that you're going to get a dedicated website and there's no anything additional to pay after the $199. So no monthly fees, no annual fees, nothing. You already this makes this opportunity 100% worth it. But in addition to that, you're getting 2 basic sets, which is our original 3 products, the serum, the fresh canvas, and the cleansing bar. And I'm sorry, scratch that. You're getting the serum, the fresh canvas, and the overnight cream, which is our original, that's called our basic set, our original 3 products. In addition to that, you are getting a cleansing bar. So you're looking at over a $325 value right there, plus the marketing pieces that you see, plus the beautiful tote to take things around, sampling spatulas, and then, like I said, all the training that you could ever wish for. It's lean. Guys, there's no inventory to carry. I think that's the second most popular question I get when people are considering this opportunity. There's no inventory to carry. It is direct ship. Your customer goes and orders on your website, and that is it. Furthermore, it's flexible. So I am a mom. We actually are having our family Christmas tonight. Not family Christmas, but kind of our friend family Christmas. And I'm able to step out and do this and really work my business on my schedule in a really simple way. So even everything you're seeing here, I've been trained on and I feel really confident in doing. So it's flexible. I have 2 girls who have tons of stuff going on and a whole other business to run. So I love that I can work my business on my time and be able to have a profitable business. And there's no limits. So I'm going to talk about, I always kind of show the success table and kind of our commission structure, because it really kind of shows the no limits and where you can focus on. So I always share this picture because it's my favorite, because as I said, I'm from the New Orleans area. I was just there all weekend, and I was so excited that our first convention was held in New Orleans. So this is us standing outside my friend's Airbnb, taking a picture with all of our fabulous directors. And never in my life, like I said, I joined thinking that I was just here for the products. Don't come to me with anything else. And here I am bringing all these fabulous people to my city. And so I always am like, that's me. It's just so surreal. And then our founder there, beautiful founder right there in the middle. So I always kind of share this because I want you to understand that there are no limits and how amazing kind of just our commission structure is. So as you can see here, if you just kind of are like, look, building a team is not for me, maybe that intimidates you. One, you're going to find that it shouldn't intimidate you at all. The systems in place are amazing. And really there you get kind of support for your team, for yourself, and you'll be ready to do that. But you can earn 30% with no team with our retail profits of 20% and our 10% power seller bonus. So that's really amazing. And that's with an average of 10 customers a month. So super doable. And then we pay some of the highest in the direct sales industry. But my favorite part is that your commissionable volume, you have to maintain an average of 5 customers a month, which means that it is something that's completely doable and flexible in your life, and you have 0 limits. So you kind of decide where your ceiling is and when you're going to bust past it. So we kind of talked about how you'll see how the family aspect and really kind of empowering women. Empower is a word that is thrown around a lot. And my best friend was on a podcast because she went on the Mel Robbins talk show. And she was on a podcast talking about what it really means to have a best friend and to be empowered and how it's so thrown around. And I love it because the entire time I was listening to my girl Harmony talk, I just kept envisioning Kalaia and everything they stand for. So we're going to talk about the 3rd way Kalaia changes lives through Kalaia Cares. So this slide is actually not up to date. Today we provided our, I want to say 23rd, Rebecca, correct me if I'm wrong. You can drop it in the chat, our 23rd loan, Kalaia Cares loan. So you're probably asking, what is Kalaia Cares? So Kalaia Cares is a program that gives 1% to female entrepreneurs around the world. Let's see who's correcting me. 23rd, woohoo! Provides microloans to female women entrepreneurs around the world. And what this means is these loans, and I'll talk about one that I know personally, provide, you're not just kind of empowering one person, it's helping to build jobs. It's helping to build a village. It's helping other women, because as these microloans are being paid off, we're able to support other female entrepreneurs in bigger ways. That 1% comes from the business kits when you join the company, or all of our product purchases. So that's really amazing. So I want to talk about Christy. So funny thing is, I did not know that they were going to choose this. Christy is in Louisiana. She's actually in the town I live in, which is Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I have, since this loan went out, I made this post, and I mean, I had tears in my eyes when they announced that this was somebody in Louisiana, because so many times when you support small businesses, you really want to think, I'm supporting this community and I'm supporting jobs and stuff. And I realized just how much Kalaia, which is based out of Salt Lake City, is really supporting my kind of little state. So we did our convention in New Orleans, and then they announced this loan. And Christy has since been able to put her products in Whole Foods. She has hired more people and is expanding. So you can see how these little micro loans kind of go to support an entire community. I think that Melinda Gates says it best: when you empower a woman, you empower an entire village. It is really kind of like the entire, to make a Christmas joke that I saw a meme, and it said, male reindeer lose their antlers in the winter, which means that all of Santa's sleigh is being pulled by females. And I laughed, because I think that is really what it is, that we are so built on the power of women and what we can really do. And it's fun to see Kalaia supporting that in a really fun way and in a really impactful way. So with that said, those are kind of, that's the 3 ways that Kalaia changes lives are the 3 reasons that I am just so passionate about this. I went through this business kit that we have right now, kind of went over the value of it. Like I said, the $199 is all you're going to pay. There's no annual fees. There's no monthly fees. And there's never been a better time to join. If you're considering joining, this is the time to do it. We only have about a week and a half. I was trying to rush the year along, and Rebecca had to slow me down. I was thinking this was our last discovery call of the decade, but we have one more next Monday. And let's see, I was about to say, so as Becca beat me to it in the chat, this $199 is completely tax deductible. So there's never been a better time to join. You can get a tax deduction. We announced our leader retreat in beautiful Alpine, which is outside of Salt Lake City. So we have our leader retreat. It is very attainable. We have our systems in place to help you get there, to stay in this beautiful mansion overlooking the mountains, indoor pool, with your meals and that training. So that's amazing. And it's still completely attainable. But in addition to that, if you join, now my computer's not working. Come on now. I think you broke it. If you join before 11:59 Pacific Standard Time, Christmas Eve, so you have till tomorrow, you will get an additional cleansing bar. You will become part of one of my favorite, maybe I'm biased, the strongest teams in the company. And you could be one of the very first in your area. Not to mention, y'all, in January, we are launching globally in Australia, which is huge. There has never been a better time to kind of start a new career, to kind of jump in there and get this done. So with that said, I will open it up to any questions. If you want to unmute yourself and ask questions, sorry about that. I just went away. I didn't mean to do that. I am happy to answer, or if you want to drop them in chat, I will pull up the chat and answer any questions. But make sure that we have a link. It's in the chat window. You can fill it out, kind of let us know you're here. We'll choose somebody tomorrow for a winner. And we're here every Monday night. It's not me, it's Rebecca, and she rocks it too. So I'm not calling you out, Rebecca, but she will be doing it. She'll have to do it the first week of January, because I'll be in Disney, which 100% I put Disney on my vision board at our first leadership retreat. And I paid for Disney all on my own without my husband's salary, did not come out of our family budget at all, 100% from Kalaia, in addition to Disney. And I'm talking like Disney all of our meals are paid for, our flights. And in addition to that, like the entirety of Christmas, the entirety of our stuff under the tree. So that's really exciting and really special, especially to really be able to do that for my husband. It's just really cool. So it's nice to not have, we didn't have to budget anything else, and it didn't come out of the family budget. So with that said, if there are no questions, I'm going to end this meeting. I will personally follow up with you if I invited you. And I know Rebecca and our other leaders will as well. If you have any questions, get with the person that invited you. And I look forward to working with you in Kalaia. With that said, y'all have a great night, and Merry, 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 Merry Christmas, y'all.